Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Manchester United emergency meeting. This is your match reaction to FC Porto versus Manchester United in the UEFA Europa League. Well, what do they call it now? Because it usually called the group stages, like the league phase now, I guess, whatever the fucking heck they call it. But anyway, we're only on 2 points, and literally, this rule just completely paper and over the cracks. Now, a lot of Man United fans are actually still quite fuming with that performance. So it looks like some do actually have standards, yeah, if they're still fuming with that performance. Because I am. It's like it's nowhere near sustainable. What are we doing here? Letting in them goals, man. And literally, this manager is the luckiest manager ever, honestly. Harry Maguire has literally saved the bald ruled his job. Number 10 opened up the scoring. Well, it looked like a decent finish when I first saw it, but then when I saw replays of it, Costa should have done better. But apart from that, number 10 was having a good game tonight, and then the ball ruled substituted him at half time. I mean, what the fuck, man? What on earth is that all about? Yes, I know number 10 has played absolutely horse shit at times, and I've not gave him a free pass for it. I called him out for it so many times, but tonight I can sympathise with him. What the fuck was the ball ruled thinking, honestly? He was having the game of his life. Literally, and the ball ruled substituted him. Get the fuck out of here, man. What are we doing here, yeah? The sooner this manager goes, the better. But you got a point with 10 men, Mr. Joshy J. And what? And what? Yeah? To be only on 2 points after two games, nowhere near sustainable. Let's get this one right here. Nowhere near sustainable. But why aren't you partying? Why aren't you rejoicing? You should be happy getting a point. You are a fake fan. It papering over the cracks, mate. Honestly, I'm sick and tired of it, man. Honestly. What are we doing here? Exactly. But, fans be off to the pub getting giddy about this. Well, good luck to you. I'm certainly not getting giddy about it because the goal what number 10 scored and Hoyland scored, my goodness me, that was poor goalkeeping. So, in theory, it could have been 3-1 to Porto. But why don't you ever give your team credit, Mr. Joshy J? Look, I do give my team credit, but you got to say it how it is and how you see it. Literally, we got very lucky with them goals. It's as simple as that. But you look like the sun with that shirt on, Mr. Joshy J. Good one, Hayden Cox. Good one, mate. Right. Yeah. But, it's ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Them goals, what we conceded, I mean, oh my goodness me. What the actual fuck, man? The defending all over the place. It's like, seriously, we gotta tighten up, man. We cannot keep doing this. Yeah, I got it, mate. It's on my table. It's coming. Don't you worry. That wooden spoon's coming out because number 8 and the ball's ruled need the wooden spoon. But it still looks like a lot of Man United fans, what I've seen in my subscriptions, that they are unhappy with the ball ruled still, despite getting this point. So maybe there is standards in this fan base, but the standards really are still on the floor if you come to think of it. But a few fans are still fuming. That's what I like. Elite standards. Don't let this result fool you, yeah? Because I'm certainly not going to let this result fool me. Not in any way or shape or form whatsoever am I going to get fooled by this result. Because again, it's another result. What just papering over the cracks at the end of the day, isn't it? Let's get the narrative right here, people. Let's absolutely fucking have it right. But oh dear me. I mean, wow, unbelievable, unbelievable. But you know, number 8 and the ball's ruled. Literally, yeah, wouldn't suit for you, number 8. Already on the booking, and you do a high challenge like that. Nowhere near as sustainable. Captain Twats. That's what you are, mate. Captain Twats. But, Mr. Joshy J, you can't say that about your own players. I think you find I can, honestly. I can absolutely say what I like about my own players because they need to be held accountable. Number 8 needs to be held accountable, yeah? What are we doing here? Seriously, what the fuck are you doing, number 8? Ah, not sustainable whatsoever. Aston Villa will beat Manchester United on Sunday. I mean, this draw, no doubt about it, is literally going to keep the ball ruled in the job unless we get hammered on Sunday against Aston Villa. If we get hammered, if we say lose 4-5, then absolutely he'll be gone. But more than likely, this point tonight is giving him more time. I mean, oh my goodness, how much more lucky is this manager going to get? Seriously, it's mad, absolutely mad, honestly. But, you know, number 8, you are an embarrassment, yeah? Stop getting sent off. And the ball's ruled, taking number 10 off. What the fuck was that all about, yeah? Seriously. You make me sing and the ball's ruled at number 8, honestly. You literally want to tear my hair out. Let's get it right. Oh, dear me. Absolutely pathetic. They both deserve the wooden spoon for that, honestly. The ball's ruled and number 8. But, yeah, some fans are thinking, oh, trust the process. Give him time, this and that. No, no, no. I'm not trusting any process, and I'm not backing any process. Literally, I'm not trying to go down my own lane, yeah, and trust like what I call my own process. I know what narrative I want to go with, and it's pretty much I definitely do not want the ball ruled in charge. Honestly, Chelsea got more chances winning conference while ball ruled still in charge than Manchester United winning Europa League. As it stands at the moment, we're in the knockout playoffs. I mean, that's nowhere near sustainable. We should be in the qualifying places. But, you know, it's where we deserve to be. Again, so many chances tonight, and we don't get all 3 points or even, you know, it's ridiculous, man, honestly. We gotta fucking hit the target better. No excuses, honestly. There are no excuses, man. Nowhere near as sustainable for Man United Football Club standards. Let's get the narrative right here. But, this mug of Yorkshire tea is lovely. But this football club, man, seriously, makes me so angry. And look, you can't question it. Tonight's performance, completely papering over the cracks, ruled out. I agree, Chris. 100% agree with you, mate. Good evening to you, by the way. Thank you for joining me this evening, mate. We'll have a listen to some other fans, what they're saying in a minute. But yeah, seriously, this ball's ruled has got to go. The club is in the gutter. Good evening to you, Gaz Elliott. Thank you for joining me this evening, mate. Much appreciated. But I agree. And this result, papering over the cracks, doesn't it, mate? You know, it literally keeps him in the job for longer now. I mean, fucking heck, man. Oh, that's a good header, what Maguire scored. But the downside is, it's literally saying to the ball ruled its job. I mean, oh my goodness sake. Look, I never want Man United to lose matches, okay? I'm never going to be one of them fans who says, oh, let's lose the game so the manager gets a step closer to getting the sack. No, no, no. I'm not one of them, okay? Literally, I never want my team to lose. Maguire seems to be backing him. Did you watch the interview? No, I haven't yet, but we will watch it. We'll watch it and I'll react to it. But yeah, it is annoying how it saved his job. I'm not gonna lie, but there you go. Bullshort said process after the game. Oh, don't you worry, we'll get on to him. We'll be reacting to him as well. Don't you worry about it, mate. But wow. Look, 2 points from 2 games is nothing to get giddy about whatsoever. Let's get it right here, people. Nothing to get giddy about because, it's not good enough. Literally, we should be on what? 6 points. 2 wins from 2. But you are a fake fan if you don't back your manager, especially after he's won 2 trophies in 2 seasons. Trust the process, geezer. Get out here. What are we doing here? But, it's mad, isn't it? How, these fans called in to Talksport saying, oh, we still back the ball trawled and that. But we didn't lose. But 2 points from 2, come on, man. It's not good enough. Simply not good enough. Where are the standards? But you have low standards. Absolutely not. Where most of the fans' standards are down on the floor. Well, I don't quite mean everyone, but say 50-50 the fan base standards are on the floor, where 50-50 and the fans' standards are high up to here, like what my standards are. High up to here, yeah? Literally, I call out the bullshit at my football club. I don't give anyone a free pass. If you do something wrong, you get called out. It's as simple as that. Get goldfish on. Oh, I will in a minute. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. But carry on drinking this Yorkshire tea. Mm. Oh, beautiful. You can't beat a mug of Yorkshire tea, can you? Oh, it's the best, honestly. But why are you drinking tea on stream, Mr. Joshy J? Because I can, okay? Literally, I can drink what I like on stream, and I love having a cup of tea. But why don't you have a beer, Mr. Joshy J? Because I'm not a heavy drinker, okay? You are the most brutal YouTuber out there, mate. Standards. If other teams can turn things around fast, why can't we? Shall I tell you why, Chris? Because we have a manager who is out his depth, and we have too many players at this football club still who've been here for a long time. Let's get this one right, yeah? They've been here for too long. It's an absolute fucking disgrace, honestly. I'm absolutely fuming about it. It's about time this fucking football club got ruthless. But why are you swearing, Mr. Joshy J? Because I can, okay? This is not made for kids. If you don't like it, don't watch. It's as simple as that. I swear, because this football club absolutely do my head in. It's jarring, man. Absolutely jarring. Show us how high standards. Shows us how high standards are, mate. I have the elite high standards. It's as simple as that. Sad thing is, nobody really good enough to bring in. I mean, fans keep saying this, but there's plenty of managers out there, like, say, Don Carlo Ancelotti, a Hansi Flick, someone like that, a Thomas Tuchel. There's plenty of managers out there. I believe Ineos wanted to bring in another manager, but obviously, my number one worry is they already have decided who the next manager is. I mean, if it's Gareth Southgate, I tell you what, hide me in the cave, man. Hide me away, because literally, That just would not be sustainable if we had Gareth Southgate as manager. Imagine that waistcoat wanker in the Old Trafford dugout. I mean, oh my fucking days. Oh, it will get real peak, and I mean real peak if that happens, man. Honestly, let's get that one right here. But you're a bully like ETH. No, I have elite high standards. I simply don't give anyone the free pass at my football club. If you do good, I'll praise you. But if you do shit, you get called out. It's as simple as that. But we are not allowed to swear with children watching, as Max Verstappen found out. I mean, how on earth he got fines for that is ridiculous. It's criminal, honestly. I believe Phil Jones is available. Get out of here. Phil Jones, no way. Absolutely no way. He couldn't manage a barn door, mate, yet alone manage an elite football club. I no disrespect to Phil Jones, so honestly, he couldn't. But, you know, oh, I just can't believe how many times this manager has got out of jail. The Glazers will be selling waistcoats in the mega store if Southgate became our manager. Oh, more than likely. And Ineos as well. Ineos would do it. But imagine he becomes manager, man. It's like, hide me away. Please hide me away. Because I won't be able to handle it, honestly. It'd be suicide. If we get him, it'd be absolutely criminal. Couldn't do much worse, though, could he? Yeah, I guess not. I guess not, Chris. He couldn't do much worse, to be honest. But still, no thank you. Not Man United standards of a manager. Let's get this one right. But, this manager, seriously. How many more times is he going to get away with it? Because some stage his luck will run out. And it looked like tonight his luck was finally running out when number 8 got sent off. But Maguire came along and did the header. Yeah, I'm not surprised he got substituted, to be honest, because he was abysmal today. I agree here, Hayden Cox, honestly. Think we should go for Phil Bob. Oh, you're mad, mate, honestly. Funny though, Chris. Very funny, mate. But, yeah, we will get on to some fan reactions now. But, dear me, another fucking points drops. I mean, this is the thing. We're creating so many chances, so we can't hit a fucking barn door. It's so annoying, man. It's jarring because we got players in that team who are capable of finishing, but they cannot find the back of the net. I mean, aren't they missing though because they want the ball trawled, it seems? Well, clearly Maguire doesn't, does he? Otherwise he wouldn't score that header. Manchester United are a finished club. I agree, Daniel Knight 14. I mean, until we get it right, we are done, mate. We're done out of here. It's as simple as that. We'll be finished. Good night, finito. But I'm pissed off, man. Honestly, just take your fucking chances. Got a lot of wankers in it too, though. Yeah, honestly, a lot of players here who are still conning their living out this football club. Like players not playing for the badge. All they care about is a pound notes. I will do anything for pound notes. Literally, let's get that one right. Hopefully, you get Southgate. Oh, no, mate. Get out of here. What are we doing here? But of course, you're going to say that, aren't you? Because you're a Chelsea fan, Daniel Knight 14. And you rival fans will be absolutely taking the piss out of us, which I'm not surprised about, because we'll deserve all the banter we get if we get that waistcoat wanker in charge, honestly. But why are you ruling him out already, Mr. Joshy J? Well, he hasn't even been appointed manager yet, Mr. Joshy J. Because I know if we bring in waistcoat fraud, it'd be an absolute disaster. Way out his depth. He won't know how to get a tune out these Man United players. Will he win me Premier League title? No. Oh, excuse me. Apologies for that if you heard that. But, will he win me Premier League title? No. Will he win me a major European competition? No. Would he win an FA Cup? Probably not. Would he win the Carabao Cup? Probably not. So, literally, I want him away from this football club as possible. Which players would you get out the door? I mean, there's so many, Chris, I could name. Literally, we could talk hours and hours which one I could literally want out and that. But there are so many. Who would you like as a replacement for the ball ruled? I say someone like a Thomas Tuchel or Don Carlo Ancelotti, an elite winner who knows how to win major competitions like Premier League titles and say a Europa League, a Champions League, or say like the Conference League and that. But wow, unbelievable, man. But this football club, it never make it easy for themselves, do they? Let's get this one right here. It's just I'm sick and tired of it now, man. Honestly, it's not funny anymore. This football club needs to sort their shit out, and I mean pronto as well. Sort it out here, lads. No excuses. Fucking sort it out. Dear me, I'm sick and tired of it now, man. Honestly, it's gone on for long enough. These past 10 years have been a disgrace, honestly. But that's because the Glazers, Ed Woodward, Richard Arnold, John Murtough are all part of the reason why the standards has been lowered. And fans from all the PR accounts and that on social media are the reason why the standards has been lowered as well. Let's get this one right here. I mean, I'm a 90s child. I grew up in the 90s and the early 2000s without social media. And without social media and that, there was hardly any PR in football. But because of social media and that, this is why there is so much PR in the Premier League these days. It's called the PR Emir League. It's as simple as that. The PR Emir League. Let's get this one right. You got more a elite manager, you have more chance than winning the Europa League. Savage, mate. Absolutely savage. But I would do anything to get an elite manager now, honestly. Because this manager is out his depth. But just how many more chances is he going to get? I mean, no doubt about it. I believe this is getting him more time now, so he'll probably be in charge after the international break. The only way I can see him going right is if literally we get hammered against Aston Villa. If we get hammered, say, about 4 or 5-0, I honestly believe it should be the end of the road to the ball ruled. But knowing this football club, they'll probably end up giving him a contract extension or something stupid like that. But he's got to go, man, honestly. To me, this just completely papering over the cracks. Let's get this one right here. It's like, what are we doing here, people? Can someone explain to me what this football club are doing? Because I have no idea, yeah? Because a fan for 25 years, I sure hate what this football club are doing. There's no game plan whatsoever. What happened if he loses against Aston Villa? Like I just said, Daniel Knight 14, I believe he will get sacked if we lose about 4 or 5-0. If we lose 4 or 5-0, then he's gone. It's as simple as that, because his position will be untenable. No win in 5 games, because Man United in all competitions now and not won in 4 matches. I mean, that's nowhere near sustainable, honestly, for that standards of Man United Football Club. But no wins in 4 games. I mean, what are we doing here? This isn't Manchester United. Let's get this one right here. I mean, dear me, that's an absolute joke and a disgrace. Cultural disdain. Best since Fergie, Goldfish says. I mean, it makes you laugh how a lot of Man United fans think how this manager is the best manager we had since Sir Alex Ferguson. No, he's fucking useless, this manager. I mean, last season, how many times did he get away with balloon murder? So many times. To me, I think he's useless, absolutely clueless, but yet you have all these zesty mutants backing him still. I mean, I have no fucking idea why, I really don't. And some of them comments on that video I did about the United stands, oh my goodness me, the amount of mutants I had commented on that. I mean, it's to be expected because I am calling out a massive fan channel, but it's factual information. And not many on YouTube would have the minerals to call out their United stand. So, but it's true. I'm not saying it's all to blame for how the standards has been lowered, but it needs to take huge responsibility for playing some part. Let's get this one right here. It's not just the fan channels, it's all these like social media accounts who chat absolute bollocks, honestly. They're part of the reason why their standards is on the floor as well. Because literally all these social media accounts have fleeced so much PR bollocks into the fan base. It's unbelievable, not acceptable, not sustainable, jarring, absolutely jarring. I've had enough, man. Well and truly has enough. I am at breaking point now. It's as simple as that. I mean, wow, unbelievable, unbelievable. But there you go. It is what it is at the end of the day, isn't it? You know, but I'll make sure the standards are maintained at this football club because I'm not going to lower my standards anytime soon. Now, if you like that, great. If not, then cry. I don't care because generally do not care, people, because I'm not changing anytime soon. Good evening to you, Adam Partridge. I hope you're well. I hope your day's going good. Hi, mate. Hope you're okay. Good to see you. I seen the United game tonight. Same old United tonight, mate. Yes, it is, mate. 100%. You know, to me, this just papering over the cracks, mate. Honestly, nowhere near sustainable being like 2-0 up and then getting back to 2-2, then Porto going 3-2 up, and then Maguire getting a late equaliser and that. But I'm still seething with this team, honestly, because we should not be on 2 points. We should be on 6 points, really. But we haven't been clinical enough and just, yeah, the ball's ruled has been getting too many things wrong. Honestly, let's get this one right here. But yeah. Ooh. What a lovely cup of tea. Just gonna take my photo for this thing. Smash the likes as well. It's that helps my YouTube channel out an awful lot. Please subscribe to my football channel and F1 channel. Link in the description to this video. And please subscribe to this channel if you enjoy your Manchester United content. Because I do plenty of Manchester United content on this channel. But yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous that how why some fans would celebrate this point. Because I'm not fucking celebrating this point, not one bit. I think it just absolutely, completely papering over the cracks now, honestly. I'm not long had a cup of tea, mate. Oh, wow. Yeah, I just finished mine, mate. Mug of Yorkshire tea. Lovely. You can't beat a bit of Yorkshire tea, mate. You really can't. It's lovely. Of course, like, I only saw the goals in the first half. I didn't see any in the first half, but I watched all in the second half. because I did the second half live watch along. So, yeah. Right, let's get on to some fan reactions because I've been waffling on for about half an hour. I'm pretty sure you don't want to hear me waffling along, do you? But, if you find me interested in that, I'm pretty sure that you would find me interested in waffling on. But any new people new to my channel and that, I sort of thinking, oh, he's doing a lot of talking. Okay, good one, good one. You have sugar in your tea, mate. I have 2 sugars in mine. Same as sugar, but I have one sugar in mine, mate. Lovely. Let's have a look. See, there's any emails. Yes, there is. Right, let's have a look. Right. Who should we watch first? Let's start off with Saeed, shall we? I'm going to start off with Saeed. That's the one I'm starting off with. Let's go.
Find a friend. Again, yeah, people be celebrating that. Celebrating a draw. We should never got anything out of that game. Nothing. This Eric Ten Haram, mate. This team epitomizes everything that's about Eric Ten Hag. Weak, spineless, no mentality. We have conceded 3+ goals 24 times. This ain't no coincidence. This is not a coincidence. This is a pattern emerging under this manager. Under this manager. We have to suffer watching Man United. Why? Why can't we go 2-0 up and the game is flowing? We got 2 lucky goals. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says.
I agree. Poor goalkeeping by Porto.
I don't care, man. Costa gave us 2 easy goals.
He did. He should have done better.
Porto took us back. They pegged us back in. They had most of the ball. They had most of the chances. And they deservedly came 2-0, 2 up. Deservedly. The 3rd goal epitomizes everything about Man United. No organisation. No one marking anyone. Nobody. Everyone pointing and blaming at each other.
Yeah, it was shit defending and that 3rd goal, man.
That's what they are. Sick of it, man. I really am sick of it. That's 2 points now.
Oh, it's ours, is it?
Points. And both of them, we probably never deserved. SC20 should have beat us. And this team here should have beat us today. Tonight, this manager should not see Aston Villa game. Why are we waiting till Aston Villa? Why are we waiting for more pain? Why? Why on earth are we waiting for more pain? You tell me. It's an absolute joke, man. It's a joke. Wallahi, it's a joke, man. Today, the substitutions as well. No impact. Bruno Fernandes, you dumbass. You're on a yellow card. Man sticking his leg out, man. Dangerous again.
Cheers, Adam.
In Europe, they give soft yellow cards, mate. You got to switch on, man. Switch on. And Harry Maguire is not saving anything tonight. Any sane Man United fan is not celebrating that shit, mate. It is full of flaws, this team. There is no cohesion. There is no style. There's nothing, man. Absolutely, wallahi, nada. Nothing. I'm sick to the bones of watching Man United. I'm here with Faz. We are absolutely bored to death. The chat is more entertaining than a match. Rival fans saying keep Eric Ten Hag in.
Rival fans are saying keep Eric Ten Hag in because they're enjoying this downfall. They're enjoying players shooting from miles outside the box. No concentration. Who is Porto's manager?
What do you say, Scars? What do you say? So rival fans are going to be loving it because literally we are struggling to score goals. And the longer we keep this manager on, the more we're just going to sink lower and lower and lower, and lower. Let's get this one right here.
I don't know. How is he getting them players here to make crisp passing? And all you see Man United do is upload videos of rondos on Twitter, making it look like, what did they say? Oh, Rashford is smiling, everything's good. Someone else is smiling, they're in a high mood and that. Bro, this is not a team that is playing with high spirits. There is nothing, we did nothing. Costa made 2 pure mistakes near post. No competent keeper does that. One pass, it took them one pass here to break through about 6 of our players. If some of their players were not selfish, Said, it could be 5-3, 6-3 today. 6-3. Same as Spurs. The players didn't take their chances. The opposition team didn't take their chances. If Porto, some of those Porto players were playing more for the team and not being, trying to be a bit more individual, we would have conceded 5.
Yeah, it's nice, Adam. I agree, mate.
On the sideline, looked stunned. Ruud van Nistelrooy is there, yeah, trying to give it a little bit. Eric is just sat there. He's run out of ideas.
Hey, he's fucking run out of ideas because he's not fucking fit for the purpose. He's not. He's done, man. What are we waiting for against Aston Villa? Do you want to go through that pain, Jim Ratcliffe? What are you waiting for? Do you drastically think this team's going to get better?
If you could have to pick one thing that you love most,
bloody
I'd love to see other women across the country experience as well.
Do you think we're all of a sudden going to have a style of play? Do you think all of a sudden this team is going to shape into the team you damn won? No, it ain't. This team are shit. Because this manager's made us shit, mate. And yeah, this player should be having accountability. Dillit cannot be getting dunked on there. Listen, Dillit, you, my friend, you cannot be getting dunked on like that, yeah? Lisandro Martinez, fix up you as well, man. Seriously, trying to back you, man. Fix up.
Every other opposition team today handled business. Opposition teams are handling business week in, week out. Week in, week out. New manager, Enzo. How many goals is he churning out that team? How is he doing it on his first season? And yeah, the enablers, Ty, and those guys putting tweet out saying it's on the players. It's freaking never on the players. You scored, consider 3 goals in 24 freaking games. Are you actually thick? I'm getting more pissed off because people are aggravating me. And then Neji commenting under that, with funny emojis, saying, no, it's on the manager, he picked the players. You guys are fickle and thick. Absolute thick. How dare you say it's on the players? Every game you say players make chances, but we don't finish. What chances did we make today? Go on, say it then. What did we make today? What did we make? Did you not see the amount of times they got through on goal? They literally got through on goal. And you're here. Spurs game, Brennan Johnson was hitting the post. You guys are taking the piss. Unai Emery is gonna carve us like Christmas freaking turkey, mate. Christmas come early from Villa.
I tell you what, if Man United are not up for it, they will tear us a new arsehole, Aston Villa. I tell you. They literally will tear us a new arsehole. Let's get this right here. We'll be ripped a new one. So we got to tighten up at the back. No excuses.
They're going to carve us open. And it's fine. You know what? Keep this manager and keep going, letting this pain seep in. We're so irrelevant. Manchester United, the greatest football team, is become irrelevant. That's what it's become.
It's actually relevant. We're finished, man, guys, man. I swear down, bro. I can't stand this manager. I can't stand everything.
Yeah, we will be finished if we get waistcoat ruled as manager. Gareth Southgate.
I want to be moaning every week about this club. You think I've got an agenda against Eric Ten Hag? I want this.
Do you think I enjoy having a rant about my football club? No, I don't. Honestly, it absolutely, literally It's jarring how I have to keep ranting about my football club. I mean, it's entertaining for rival fans to listen to, me pointing at the camera and getting my wooden spoon out. But as a Man United fan, do I find it entertaining? No. But I feel the need to do it because I need to offload and get rid of some of my frustration and anger. It's as simple as that in the end of the day. I like what Villa are doing, mate. I'm not looking forward to Sunday, mate. Nah, I think they could win 3-1 or 2-1, to be honest, Aston Villa.
Playing football against Porto. By the way, Porto have lost Pepe. They've lost some key players this summer, They've lost that guy that's gone to Juventus. They've lost a striker to Bournemouth. They've lost players, We've added players this summer, and yet still we're shit. Still, we are rubbish. No structure, no plan. Let's just go out there. Rashford and inshallah.
Yeah, nice stadium. I agree, Adam.
Threat in that damn game.
Villa Park, very nice.
And that was luck as well. Every game, Bruno. Literally, the universe got it written. The universe has it written that Bruno Fernandes should miss Manchester United games. 2 red cards, 2 games in a row. At this point, the universe is trying to help us more than Eric Ten Hag. The guy did nothing, absolutely zilch. The second goal that we scored came because of what Eriksen did well, and people keep saying that Eriksen doesn't have legs. He carried the freaking ball through the midfield. And yet this manager keeps playing Bruno Fernandes.
Eriksen, to be fair, has played decent recently. I still think his legs are gone, but he's doing a decent job recently, so fair play to him.
Bruno Fernandes, absolute idiot going high foot when he's on a second yellow, when he's on a first yellow already. Absolute stupid. Onana, look at Costa. He made 2 mistakes, but look at Costa's passing. Look at Costa's passing. 3-4 passes I can count where Costa pinged it straight to the player and they were going in on attack.
Listen, Ten Hag, Sunday, mate, your last day. Wallahi.
No, but
I make a dua, bro. I make a dua that this manager goes on Sunday.
Knowing this football club, he'll probably still be here after the international break, regardless of the result on Sunday. Because this football club has no minerals, honestly. Let's get this one right.
Inshallah. Oh, Allah, make it possible, please. Inshallah, this guy is not here post-Sunday. Please. Like the video, subscribe to Planet Vaz. I'll see you lot soon. Take care.
Right. So, I think the next one we should listen to is... Let's have a listen to Mark Goldbridge. See what he's saying. Here we go. Maguire sayings all ruled FC Porto 3, Manchester United 3. Here we go. That's an ad.
Welcome to the United Stand. I'm Mark Goldbridge. Manchester United 3, FC Porto 3. And before we unpack that, I just want to say, this doesn't matter. This is the United Stand. This is Manchester United. This is what it's all about. Whoever the manager is, whoever the lazy bastards wearing your shirts are, it doesn't really matter because it's all about that. Maguire, I'd have sold him in the summer, I'd have sold him last summer. And
Really? It doesn't matter who's representing the shirt and who the manager is. I think you find it does, mate, because literally, if the players aren't getting on well with this manager, then literally you're snookered, aren't you? There's no way back. He's clearly lost these players. Let's get this one right. What a load of banger mash waffle, honestly. What on earth is he talking about, man? Seriously, what are we doing here, people? Real talk, what are we doing? It's not important, ha ha ha. I know, laughable, Michael.Chelsea FC. Oh, what a start to the video, man. Anyway, let's carry on.
would have bought him in the first place. But I tell you what, Prince William, get your sword out. Give him a knighthood. Absolutely brilliant. Never looked like it was going to happen.
Prince William? Why are you bringing Prince William into this? This isn't fucking royalty, mate. Dear me.
If you don't celebrate those moments, go and support somebody else. Go and watch netball. Go and watch cricket. Go and watch...
I think you find why fans are not celebrating, Mark. It's because, again, it's papering over the cracks, mate, and it's literally got this manager out of jail. Let's get this one right.
Because that is why we watch our teams and support them. And anybody out there going, it's just delaying this, it's just delaying the inevitable. It don't matter who the manager is. It don't matter who the owner is.
Again, he's saying it doesn't matter who the manager is. It doesn't matter who the owner is. What are we doing here?
It don't matter what the name on the back of the shirt is. It's about the badge. It's United.
He's talking shit again, mate. Thanks.
When Newcastle had Mike Ashley in charge, you think they want to lose? No. You want to bloody win. You want to win. And I know we didn't win, but you've got to enjoy those moments because trust me, there'll be plenty where it's not like that. Absolutely loved that. Loved it. Loved it. When you've got so many people in the watch along that are there because they don't like United. Some of them are United fans. I guarantee you now, there were certain United fans tonight who, when that last minute equaliser went in, their hearts dropped. Their whole content theme is gone. Messaging their mates, Ten Hag out. Writing an article, Ten Hag out. Ringing up, Ten Hag out. You've just destroyed them. You've destroyed them. I feel like Harry Bain. You've just destroyed them. I was born in the darkness. You've just destroyed them because you support your team. Pat yourself on the back. It might be short-lived, but supporting your team, don't ever fucking stop doing it. Never stop doing it. That's what support is. In the National League...
I will never stop supporting the team, but I'm still not supporting this manager, honestly. Because literally, this, like I said, this papering over the cracks. Let's get this one right. Balls ruled and said, trust the process for Fab. Ah, okay. Well, don't you worry. We'll get on to him a bit later. A lot of YouTubers don't like Mark Goldbridge no more, mate, do they? It's because he's on the football club's payroll. Let's get this one right. Literally, he's on Man United's payroll. Because he used to call out Jose Mourinho, but yet he doesn't call out this manager. What are we doing here? Seriously. And Jose Mourinho was a 50 times better manager than the Bulls ruled. Let's get this one right.
In the Premier League, in the Europa League, supporting your team. That is so important. That goal from Maguire is for you. It's not for Ten Hag. It's not for Sir Jim. It's for you. It's for you. That's what it is. That just saves your bacon. That gives you a little bit of something. So I just, how we've done that with 10 men, I do not know.
It gives you something. It hasn't gave me anything. Balls ruled out. That's my message. Balls ruled out.
Oh, let's get into the game itself because I ain't changing my mind. I am not changing my mind. Woo! I am so confused. But I will say this. Sabotage would have been the title, not Maguire saves Ten Hag. It would have been sabotage if we'd lost that 3-2. Because I will go back to when that team news came out at the start of the watch along. I can be clipped and I will own it. I did not like that team that Ten Hag picked. I did not like that midfield that Ten Hag picked. He played it for 90 minutes. Explain this to me. We're losing the game 3-2. He takes Rasmus and Ahmad off for Xerxes and Anthony. I think that's a step back. Whatever you think about Xerxes, Rasmus, Ahmad for Anthony is a step back. So he's losing 3-2. He takes Rasmus and Ahmad off for Anthony and Xerxes. I think that's a step back. We then get Bruno sent off and he takes off our two centre-backs for Maguire and Evans.
Yes, he does.
Will be saying,
Andy Goldson is ball ruled out. Adam.
Maguire equalises. My big issue is the third goal's on the midfield, and ultimately the whole game, our midfield got run through by Porto, who were quicker. £60 million has been spent on Ugarte by Ineos. Ineos have identified every player as suitable for them to sign. De Ligt, Ugarte, Yoro, Ineos have signed all these players off. £60 million, 3 months they've chased Ugarte, and he's sat him on the bench for 90 minutes and put 2 traffic cones in the midfield. This guy, to me, with what he did tonight, I genuinely thought he wants 17 million quid. As I said on the watch along, check his fucking emails. I bet he's got one.
Yeah, them subs didn't make any sense whatsoever. It's like, does he really want this 17 million payout? Wouldn't surprise me. If you do, hurry up and get it, yeah? And fuck off. Because we want true leadership at Manchester United. A manager who shows pride and passion for the badge, not for pound notes. I will do anything for pound notes.
From Centre Parks, Woburn Forest, you're booked in, Mr. Eric Ten Hag, you and your family, 4 nights from Tuesday to Friday. We've got you in the Café Rouge. We've got you on the old rope climbs. You're booked in for the swimming pool as well and the rapids. Can't wait to see you. £17 million in his fucking bank account. Because I don't know what he was doing tonight. I don't know what he was doing with the subs. But more importantly, midfield.
Nor do I. You know, literally, his substitutions have been shocking recently. It needs calling out, honestly. Kebab for my tea. You like kebabs, mate? Yeah, you know, I had a McDonald's as my dinner. Had a beef burger, the Philly cheese stack with French fries and McChicken selects, 5 McChicken selects, and a banana milkshake. Lovely. Goldfish is screaming for the ball trolled. Bless him, the fact he was celebrating that. Yeah, more than likely, Michael Dodd, Chelsea FC.
Just, if he picks Eriksen and Casemiro against Aston Villa, cricket's coming back and the season's just finished. It'll be a bloody cricket score. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing with that midfield. And fair play to the team. And I tell you what, I'm going to shout out 2 players here. 2 players. 3 players. There's only 3 players that come out of that game for me with any played well next to them. Obviously, Maguire for the goal. He's got to start on Sunday. Got to start. I'll talk about the centre-backs. I thought...
Really? What? You're going to say Maguire plays well because he scored the goal? I don't think he did much, you know, until then. Let's get this one right here. Like a Fab tweets when Bullshot said, trust the process.
Mazraoui had a good game, again. Probably go underrated, but I thought Mazraoui had a good game. And Garnacho, in the second half, I've never seen somebody... Well, this is how bad shit United are. His wanting of the ball, his running off the ball, his effort levels, unbelievable. Nearly scored a great goal. Good save.
Thanks, Adam. Means a lot.
Last minute with 10 men, he's chasing from the right wing position to win it back. I thought Garnacho's was for 20 years of age, I thought Garnacho showed up a lot of players today as well. So those 3 are the only people I'm going to give any bloody credit to tonight. Look, the big question is going to be what happens with Ten Hag. I've said this before. I think on Monday, I've cleared my diary. I think on Monday morning, probably about 10 o'clock, maybe Simon Stone again, like Jose. That's my prediction. Do I think they should do it? Absolutely not. I really don't think that.
Of course not, because he's your number 1 idol, isn't he? Let's get the narrative right here. You're never going to say ball trolled out because he's like your idol. Typical brown envelope, honestly.
Sacking the manager is going to make this team or any team better. I think we've got something inherently wrong at that football club that won't be solved by changing a manager. We've tried that loads of times, but it doesn't mean it's not deserved if they do. I just don't think anything will change it. But I think he'll be gone on Monday because I think tonight we got away with it. I mean, we should.
Oh, you're finally admitting the possibility that he may be gone on Monday. 7 minutes into the video, and you're finally admitting it. Oh, yeah, because pound notes. I will do anything for pound notes. He knows if he mentions it early, he'll lose some sort of sponsorship payment or something. So he's kept us waiting for 7 minutes to say that. Typical brown envelopes, man. What are we doing here?
Have won that game when you're 2-0 up. The goals I mean, what annoys me about United is we talk about it pragmatically and honestly before we do the player ratings, of course. Every goal we've conceded since I can remember has been from a mistake. Fulham didn't score against us. Brighton.
Yeah, we get hammered, right?
The second goal,
then it will be.
It's not a fuck up. Liverpool, every goal was a fuck up. After the.
Because I think if we get hammers like Villa, then he's gone on Monday morning. It come out about what, 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. our time, because that's when the New York Stock Exchange market is announced, and that when the shares come out. So that's when we'll probably find out.
National break, we beat Southampton and we beat Barnsley. Crystal Palace, we didn't concede. Twente, mistake. Spurs, definitely the first goal was a mistake. And tonight, all three are mistakes. Every goal we can, and it's not one person. Every goal we concede, you can see 3 or 4 mistakes leading up to the goal. It's just, there's a culture in that team.
Yeah, and the midfield and the defending has been abysmal sometimes, honestly.
It's a toxicity. It's a poison. I mean, look, I like Martinez. I like De Ligt. But that third goal, Martinez gets burned. De Ligt gets done on the front post. But actually, if you watch the goal, Casemiro is the one to watch. It's unbelievable. What? They're showing it now. I'm glad they've just shown it there. Casemiro.
If we keep him on, mate, it get even more peak. Let's get this one right. Even more peak. Adam.
On that goal is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. The third goal, Casemiro, is fucking disgusting. Holding midfielder, may as well be in a bag of cement. Ridiculous. But you know what? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by that. Anyway, yeah, so I think we go to Villa on Sunday. We survive, don't we? I called it round 1 this morning. Round 1 done. We go to Villa on Sunday. I've seen a lot of Villa over the last 18 months at their place, playing like that. I think that'll be it. I think that will be it. He's all tonight's done. If you're interested in the sacking of the manager, it's just a stay of execution. If he'd lost, maybe they make their mind up.
Just say papering over the cracks. Come out and say that, yeah? Because it's true, tonight, this just completely papering over the cracks. Don't know what we get Monday, do you, mate? I mean, it just depends on the result on Sunday, mate.
But he won't get sacked tomorrow. I mean, if we'd lost tonight, would he have been sacked tomorrow? You never know. You never know. But he won't get sacked tomorrow now. It'll be on Monday after Villa, unless something miraculous happens. But look, I honestly have said to you for a very long time, I will not say Ten Hag out. And it isn't actually stubbornness, and it isn't actually backing that manager. It's more about, I've seen this movie before. I genuinely don't think sacking the manager makes a big, massive amount of difference. And I think we'll be in this problem again and again and again and again. I mean, look at.
Maybe the same problems will reign. Who knows? But I'm willing to take that risk. I just want a new manager to see if he can get a tune, some sort of reaction or something like that.
But coming away from that and talking about this, I've been very consistent tonight. I've just said, sod it. You've got to say what you think. You can't keep something back because you're protecting yourself. I saw that team news and I was like, what the fuck is that? I mean, what are you selling me, Eric? I don't get it. Casemiro and Eriksen as a pivot. Even if we win 4-0, you try that against Villa, it's going to get absolutely destroyed at some point. So I don't know what he was doing with the midfield. The substitutions were chaotic. I mean, Ahmad and Rasmus for Xerxes and Anthony. Garnacho for Rashford. I mean, fucking hell. Garnacho for Rashford. I forgot about that. I mean, I'd have started Garnacho. I think Garnacho just gives us more defensively and more balance. But, you know, Rashford did score a goal. Okay, we conceded 2 down the left-hand side. I didn't see that coming, if I'm being honest. I think there's been, look, in fairness, I think there's been games where Rashford shouldn't have started or should have been subbed and he's been kept on. To be subbed at half time, I actually genuinely found myself going, I don't really understand why that's happened. I'd have waited for 15 minutes and maybe brought Garnacho on after 60. But, you know, it's all a bit weird at the moment. And then the double substitution at centre-back was just, I didn't understand that. Maybe he was just pissed off with De Ligt and Martinez. But you know what? Even that annoyed me, because if you're making an example of De Ligt and Martinez, you're going to lose your job if Maguire and Evans get done one-on-one. So, and also, Casemiro fucked them. Casemiro fucked them there. And you keep him on the pitch when you've got 60 minutes. Look, some people will say, I agree with the subs. You know, Maguire and Martinez and De Ligt were shit. Rashford cost us 2 goals. I agree with the subs. And even if I agree with that, I'm still looking at it and going, Casemiro was horseshit. And he never took him off. So it's all right holding Rashford and Martinez and De Ligt to account. But then you keep Casemiro on when you've got a £60 million midfielder on the bench. You know what I mean? It's hard to see what he was doing tonight, because on one hand you think, well, he's punishing them for a bad performance. But then you've kept Casemiro on for 90 minutes and you've got 60 million Agate on there. So no, I don't really understand that. But you know what? What I will say is what a header by Harry Maguire. They're just showing it there. And he's always had that ability. I've always said, and I will argue with anybody about this, I've always said, Harry Maguire.
I just hope it's not Gareth Southgate, Adam. If it's Gareth Southgate, literally just hides me in the cave right now.
I'd be more focused on filling your sack up for December the 24th, because a manager that's about to get sacked doesn't rotate his fucking team because he's playing on Sunday. You're absolutely full of it, mate. Your sack's full of shit. You're talking nonsense. There ain't no way a manager that's about to lose his job starts rotating when he's 3-2 down. Absolutely not. But look, that's a brilliant header by Maguire. Look, also, just before we do the player ratings, let me say this. Their goalkeeper made 2 massive errors. Like, we were 2-0 up. Their goalkeeper made 2. Rashford's shot should have been saved. I think Rasmus should have been saved as well. But from 2-0 up to go
13 minutes into the video, and the highly admits the goals we scored were lucky. Wow. See, why did you not mention that sooner?
3-2 down. You know, I mean, how many of those players out there really gave it everything? I think some did and some didn't. I think some of those players just have already checked out with the blame game. Pick who you like, but I think some of them have just gone, yeah, there's going to be a change. It's not my problem, because there was just too many mistakes out there on the pitch today. Like, I look at that 3rd goal, the way Casemiro just doesn't even track that player. You know, look at Martinez and De Ligt. Look at Delo on the 1st goal, not going in for a tackle again. Just so many players. But like I say, Maguire, can't question him. You're never going to question Johnny Evans. Mazraoui, can't question his effort. Again, with Garnacho, can't question him. Apart from those 4, it's hard to say. I'm absolutely convinced that they gave absolutely everything, because the concentration levels were ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. JJ says, what about Bruno? A disgrace. You know what? I'm glad you mentioned this. How are we in a position? I've got an interesting take for you. So Everyone's going to shout about whether it was a red card or not, the same way they did against Spurs.
Goldfish are ruled. Good evening to you, Private Ping
Was it a red
Pong.
card?
Thank you for joining me this
Rubbish
evening.
European
Much
refereeing. Oh,
appreciated.
it's an injustice. Oh, it was the right.
Yeah, he is a
How's
brown
that?
envelope.
Against Spurs before he got sent off, was he playing well? No. For the minutes he was on the pitch against Porto tonight, was he playing well? No. What we arguing about a red card for? It wasn't a red card against Spurs, but he was playing crap before it. It wasn't a red card tonight, but he was playing crap before it. That guy was pissing me off because we've got half an hour left. We've got 25 minutes left. We've got 20 minutes left. 11 people on the pitch. What's our captain doing? Shooting from 35 yards every time he can.
If I heal, are you good?
Yeah, I'll keep attacking. Hey, they want a rematch.
All right, let's switch.
Oh, that's bad.
So, look, the first yellow card was laughable because they both went for the same ball. The second yellow card is a cross into the box. It's football. You've got to go for it. If you want to give him a yellow card, it's harsh, but the first one...
Yeah, but a high foot like that, you're always running the risk of being sent off. So the referee got it right.
was never a yellow card. So sending him off I thought was fucking stupid. But the most important thing is that everybody...
It's not stupid though, is it? Because again, a high foot, you run the risk of getting sent off. Why don't you hold him accountable? Like what I'm going to be doing. Holding him accountable. Because this famous YouTuber says accountability is the best ability. And I stick by it. That YouTuber is spot on by the name Lee Gunner.
You will miss was Bruno Fernandes having a good game before the yellow card? And the definitive answer, yet again, is no. And I love Bruno. I'll defend Bruno all the time. I think he gets a lot of unfair criticism. But the bottom line is...
He deserves all the criticism he gets recently because he's been shit. Let's get the narrative right here, people. Number 8 has been abysmal.
It's like what Pep Guardiola said about vision and tactics and planning. None of it matters. The only thing that matters is results, because if you don't get them, you'll get sacked. And it's the same with Bruno. We can talk about reputation, we can talk about potential, we can talk about the past, we can talk about the armband, we can talk about the new contract, we can talk about the assists, we can talk about the work rate. But since Christmas, has he predominantly been bad or predominantly been good? In my opinion, he's predominantly been bad. And before that red card, he was bad. So, you know what? The red card for me is irrelevant because what I saw with half an hour...
It's not, no, is it? Because he still got sent off. So it's not irrelevant.
To go was shots from 35 yards. I've said this so many times and it needs to be said again. Odegaard for Arsenal is a responsible number 10 who also wears their armband, by the way, but he's responsible. He gets the ball, and in that situation with half an hour to go, his brain will kick in and go, half an hour, they're getting panicky, we've got loads of the ball, game face on. We go and probe and keep working and working and working, and we will create 2 or 3 golden opportunities. And if we don't take them, it's on us. Bruno, half an hour to go, gets the ball from 35 yards out, Hollywood pass. If you ever watch NFL, right? NFL, American football, 10 seconds to go, you're in your own half, that clock goes down, the game's over. 3 seconds, quarterback, he'll go for some 50-yard pass for a Hail Mary to try and get the game on in the last 10 seconds. That's what Bruno does with half an hour to go. That's the problem we've got with Bruno at number 10, is he just can't switch into, there's half an hour to go, let's probe for better opportunities. But it's not. It's like, I've got less than 5% chance of scoring this. Let's fucking do it. And it's problematic. It's problematic. And I saw it again today. It's problematic because we need to be more patient in the final third. I said with half an hour to go, we'd win that game because I thought it was winnable. Even with 10 men, we've got a point. Tell me I'm wrong. With half an hour to go, I knew Porto were going to think this is a famous night for us. I mean, Porto's biggest mistake was at 3-2 against 10 men was defending. Why was it against 10 men they defended? That's their own fault. This is not the Porto stand. This is the United stand. Porto fucked it. When we went down to 10 men with Evans and Maguire at centre-back, they should have been get the ball, get after them. And they've sat back. They've let us get corners. That's their own fault. But, you know, it's yeah. I mean, I don't know how we've done it, but I'm happy that we did. We should do the player ratings, but let me just do a few of your chats first. Oh, also, we're so close.
Well, we're celebrated the Maguire goal like United won the trophy. Ridiculous, isn't it? Saying good evening to you, by the way. Or should I say good morning to you? Because obviously it's morning here in the UK now. But where you are around the world, good morning, good evening. But anyway, thank you for joining me.
To 950,000. I haven't updated it, so please do subscribe. Bottom right hand corner, click and subscribe. I just want to get I just want to capture some of your comments before we do the player ratings. Anyone who still thinks we can challenge for the big trophies with Bruno and Rashford as our best players needs to get their heads checked, says my besto. I think that those two players are a conversation I would start next week, and you've got to be brave to have it because Player FC surrounds those two players. But I'm brave enough to have it. I actually agree with you. I genuinely do agree with you. I think they're two massive problems at the football club because their inconsistency is huge. And I don't think it matters if you think they're great players. How many good games have Bruno and Rashford had since Christmas? Not that many. It's a very grown-up conversation.
Somerset, mate.
But it gets swamped and diluted by Player FC. And I'll probably get clipped for saying that now. There'll be people on Twitter going, oh, look at him, he's such a hater. I'm not a hater. I actually like both players. They're just ridiculously inconsistent.
In a town called Midsummer Norton, which is very close to Bath and Bristol. Now, Midsummer, you may be thinking about the TV programme, Midsummer Murders, but it's nothing to do with that because Midsummer Murders was not filmed in Midsummer Norton. Midsummer Murders was filmed somewhere else in this country. Midsummer Norton, though, is a town very close to Bath.
And so am Man United. How can you be patient in the final third with crap strikers? They're both terrible, says Sean Turner. Martinez is starting to be found out. Delo can't defend to save his life either. Sean, I think you're just changing the subject to take it away from the fact that our captain has been pretty much crap since Christmas. We get on, Sean, but I really do. I think you're diluting it because actually that's not an answer to what I said. Why does Eric Ten Hag not take off Bruno, says Sir Hawk? Doesn't need to, he gets sent off. I'm sorry, I've done that from Joel. No, it's a different one from Joel. He says, Rashford and Bruno are not Manchester United players. Should have cashed in when we had the opportunity. Sick of this, says Joel. Sunday League football, Sunday League management, says Five Cantonars. I also think Yoro coming back on the left will be a huge change for us, says Caleb, because Martinez has been abysmal. We'll talk about it in the player ratings. Eric Ten Hag must be going before Sunday. You've got no chance, Desiree. Anyone who still thinks we can challenge, we've done that one.
Literally, Martinez has been awful recently. And when I do my player ratings, not in this video, I'll be doing that in a separate video. I'll be getting on to him, honestly. He's been abysmal recently. Now, I actually really like Lisandro Martinez, so you got to say it how it is. He's been nowhere near good enough recently, Lisandro Martinez. Just not sustainable whatsoever. Oh, you live in the West Midlands, do you, Adam Partridge? What part of West Midlands do you live at? Do you live near, like, Birmingham, Wolverhampton way, something like that?
Nothing changes, and I've seen this movie again and again. It's a phenomenal excuse for accepting mediocrity. Our players aren't good enough, but the manager is a fraud, says Mark. And yet, I'll give you the answer, Mark. Who are you going to appoint on Monday? Because the market is dry. If you can tell me Nagelsmann's walking in on Monday, let's talk. If you can tell me you've got Ancelotti coming in on Monday, let's talk. The problem is you're screaming and shouting for a new manager, And I think you're going to take something worse. Let's talk. Bruno needs to lose the armband, says Supper. Mark, I have been Ten Hag in because I wanted us to have continuous.
I agree. He needs to be stripped to the captain's armband. He's not good enough to be captain number 8.
5 years, but lately his decisions
Birmingham.
have been very abysmal.
Nice.
Richard, I'll repeat what I said. Tonight, for the last 20 minutes, I genuinely thought I'd been played, you'd been played, Ten Hag in had been played, Ineos had been played, and Ten Hag out had played. I think everybody got played tonight. I genuinely thought.
Waistcoat World is coming on Monday. Lock the doors, people. Lock the doors. Oh my goodness. I can't imagine it, man, honestly. It's bad enough listening to him for England when he's England manager, but Man United, wow. Just imagine. Yeah, a couple years ago, I went to Burton Albion ground because I watched Burton Albion versus Chippenham Town because I am a Chippenham Town fan. They reached the second round of the FA Cup. Obviously, we lost because, you know, Burton Albion are non-league sides, and we're in the National League South, which is, you know, in terms of this, 3 leagues below. So obviously, it's obvious that Burton Albion we're going to win, really.
He's played everybody. All he wants is 17 million quid. I genuinely did think that. I was like, this makes no sense. This looks like a guy that is trying to get sacked. That's what I was thinking, because I was like, this is so illogical what he is doing. I could not believe he picked that midfield, and I couldn't believe he made 5 substitutions around it.
Like I said, if he wants that 17 million, fucking hurry up and get it to him, yeah? Ineos, hurry up and get it to him and fuck him off. Because I want a manager who is going to show pride and passion for that Manchester United badge, not a manager who all he cares about is the pound notes. I will do anything for pound notes.
Like, the big problem for me from second one was the midfield. He made 5 substitutions and none of them were the midfield. Bruno got sent off and Eriksen and Casemiro played 90 minutes. So, look, as I said, he's off to Centre Parks on Tuesday. Is it a mentality problem? I've noticed that whenever we concede, we get flustered. Says Path, well, we know there's a mentality problem there. I mean, how do you go to Anfield and lose 7-0? I thought Onana played decent. Also agree with you on Garnacho. That guy never stops running, says Braden. I'm going to do Onana in a minute. 88 minute after a corner, Evans runs faster than the whole team, says CF. Look, mate, one thing about Johnny Evans is you can't ever question him. You've been too harsh on McG before, Mark. Come on, admit it.
You're staying up late this morning, mate.
No, Rex, no.
I thought I'll probably watch a bit of telly after I finish streaming.
Direct it. I've always said that he's an honest professional, but I've always said he's overpriced, he's overpaid, and he's pretty average. What's he done tonight? He's just scored from a corner. I've always said he's world class in the air. What's he done tonight? He's fought till the end and he's scored a corner. Well, they're the 2 things I've always said. He's a model professional and he's brilliant in the air. You start playing him at centre-back, you'll get Brighton again, I tell you. Because this is what some people do in our fan base. Saw it in the first half. Oh, Rashford score a goal, he's back. Shut up, Goldbridge, he sat you down. Well, I've never sat him down. Just said he's inconsistent. I want him to be consistent. He used to be one of my favourite players. But people overreact. Oh.
Literally, when he scores a good goal, they're like, oh, he's back in business. Number 10's back in business. This and that. Get the fuck out of here, man. Seriously, what are we doing here? Some football fans up in a nutshell, honestly. Yeah, going to my grandparents, mate. Then at the weekend, on Saturday, it's my mum's birthday, so I'll be going to my mum's to see her. Yeah, my mum's birthday is on the 5th of October. Mine is on the 19th. So literally, we're 2 weeks apart.
Maguire's scored a goal now. Let's start him. He's England's best centre-back. Oh, yeah, but it's not true, is it? And then you'll be slagging him off when he makes a mistake, because we've still got people in this fan base that literally change their opinion by the minute. Bruno playing with pure frustrations as Patrick. All the goals we conceded started down our left. Be interested to see the stats for the season, says Patrick. Most of our goals have come down the left, Patrick. Why these players has moved so slow in attack? They look like playing Sunday friendly games, says Red. I would happily sell Bruno to get Musiala, says Caleb. What game does Bruno miss now, says Declan? Europa. One Europa League game, it'll be Fenerbahce. Funny how the foreign players look like they have given up, whilst the English players giving it all for the club and manager, whilst we blame those, says Arjun. Well, that's xenophobia. That's xenophobia in a chat for you there. So Maguire scored a goal. What did you say? Funny how foreign players look like they're giving up while the English players give up. Well, Maguire's the only English player that gave a shit. That was Maguire. He's English. Johnny Evans is Northern Irish. Garnacho's Argentinian. And Mazraoui's not English either. So I don't know what you're talking about there, mate. If we play with this team against, and also Onana's not English either. He made a couple of good saves. If we play with this team against Villa, we're done. So Scott, if he plays Casemiro and Eriksen, he's fucked. Definitely. Yeah. Bruno is a disgrace. Captain, what a joke, says JJ. What is De Ligt even better than Maguire? And don't come up with better on the ball. Crap, because he just isn't, says Zoltan. I tell you what, Zoltan, you throw a new signing under the bus. I hope you sleep well tonight. I don't think De Ligt's a problem, to be honest. I think he had a bad game, but you know what? He's only been here a month, and Maguire's been shit for about 4 years, and yet you're championing him. I'm not throwing a player under the bus. You crack on. And why don't you do it to Xerxes and Agate as well while you're at it? Rashford, man of the match, says Robert McCormack. Hope the injury's not sick. Robert, we're friends, and I'm close to blocking you for that. Rashford, man of the match. Rashford, man of the match. Okay, we'll do this in a minute. I think De Ligt had a messy game. Martinez also. Bruno wasted.
Well, according to a lot of Manchester United fans, you know, he did have a good game tonight. See, this is what these big YouTubers do. Like Goldfish, he's not allowing that fan to have his opinion. He's all about blocking him. What the fuck, man? Like, literally, how many people have I had in my live chat saying that they want the ball ruled in? Literally, do I block them? No. Because I'm not like that. I allow people to have their opinion in this live chat. But if you start chatting shit and that, you are out of here faster before you say, but, bosh. But most of the time, I allow all opinions in this chat. Even if Ugarte plays, I think they'll still dominate the midfield. Samu Mordian. Sorry, I can't quite pronounce that. Bully De Ligt, but I agree with you saying.
As usual, but subs clearly made an impact, says Ryan. Not calling you out, Mark, but I know you can fix this above the manager, but what do you think it is and why can we not seem to get rid of it, says Robert. Mate, if I knew what was wrong with United, I'd be telling you. I don't think there's a person out there that knows what's wrong with that football club. I think you've got to be in that football club.
I know what's been going on this past decade or so. It's been all on the Glazers why the standards has been on the floor. Let's get the narrative right here. Let's get it right here, people, yeah? Real talk, get it right.
Working day to day, monitoring it. Sir David Brailsford should know what it is, and clearly he doesn't. I mean, honestly, I think what Sir David Brailsford did was the right thing to do. A review, but obviously he hasn't solved it. 70 million down the drain. Maguire saves the day, says Salim. Stop the press. You heard it here first. Ten Hag had his Paul Parker moment. Come on, United. Seb was right. I can't wait to wake Seb up tomorrow morning and tell him. I can't wait. The smile to start the day with a smile on the face from your son is going to be great, and that's why I celebrated it. What people don't realise is never been Maguire's biggest fan, but my son Seb, for some reason, worships him. Every Sunday, he wears a number 5 on the back of his shirt. He scored himself at the weekend. He never scores. First touch, brilliant from the halfway line. Went through and smashed it. He'll be absolutely over the moon. I can't wait to tell him tomorrow because he's in bed now. I dare say Ricky might be right. He blinded us with his love for McTominay, but Bruno might be serious issue because how do we play better after he goes off, says Delusional. Result, and Agate and Menu get a rest, says Darren. I don't think he was resting them. I really don't. Hindsight, I think I would have taken Amrabat. Right, I've got to do these player ratings because they're waiting on the fan forum. Right, let's do this.
Not really interested in listening to his player ratings, so we will move on. It sounds like we will move on to. Should we do Terry Lewis next? The football Terrence. Why not?
People, thank you and welcome back to the Football Terrace. But I am fuming. United may have drawn the game 3-3 in the end, but I am absolutely raging inside with this team, with these players, and with this manager. We start the game well. We ride through an opening onslaught. We have a good structure. We keep our head. We stay composed. And then we're able to go and score 2 goals. Very good from Rashford. Very good from Rashford. Very good from Rasmus Højlund. Dodgy goalkeeping, yes, but we get a 2-0 lead. And even though I don't trust this manager to make us consistent, the Man United fan in me is saying, right, keep your shape, maintain your composure, get a very good victory away from home in Europe, come back, regroup, and try and build some consistency. But no, this manager's structure is it is like a wet paper bag. We then become too narrow, too compact. We conceded all the space in the wings. Ball in the box, ball in the box, ball in the box, panicking, trying to clear it away. What is Lisandro Martinez doing for the first goal? Why is he asleep? And the second goal, 3, 4, 5 attempts to clear it. No one gets rid of the ball. This team then starts the second half. Rashford's gone off, best player on the pitch. Rashford goes off. We start the second half open. 9:15. Wide, bruv. Every second half, we concede all the space. The composure we showed in the first 10 minutes of the first half go out the window. And of course, our centre-backs are going to be exposed when we're that wide, when we're that open. Of course they are. Arsenal, in my opinion, are the best defence in Europe right now. Liverpool's is very good. If they were this open, their centre-backs would be exposed. Samu scores his second. It's 3-2 Porto, and that made it number 24. Number 24. 24 goddamn times. This team, under Erik ten Hag, has conceded 3 or more goals in a game. In our last 4 now away European matches, we have conceded 17 goals. And we've scored 12, but conceded 17. Would give their right arm to score 12 goals.
I mean, that is a disgrace, honestly. Them statistics are absolutely disgraceful. Let's get the narrative right here. This isn't Manchester United! Fan base has been toxic and negative. I mean, but it's like a lot of the fans are fallen for the PR. It's because this football club have fleeced so much PR bollocks into, say, Man United fans, Arsenal fans, Chelsea fans, Tottenham fans, where teams like mid-table and in their bottom 3, they don't do PR. So why is it all the top 6 do PR? Oh yeah, pound notes. I will do anything for pound notes.
Their last 4 away games in Europe. One of them was at Bayern Munich, one of them today at Porto. Galatasaray, hard place to go. But we can't keep a goddamn clean sheet. The Sandro tonight was awful. There's no doubt. The lit was off the pace. There is no doubt. I thought, Bruno, listen, do I think he deserved a red card? No. But his overarching performance was awful. They bought the second yellow, but it was a high boot. I understand why in the moment the referee has given that, because it was near to the face. VAR can't get involved. I think he was unlucky to be sent off, but a stinker, a wretched, putrid, almost like a fermented egg stench about his performance today. I know a sub scored the equaliser, but he brings on Xerxes for Rasmus again, and we don't want to see that. We want to see Xerxes and Rasmus together. Again, what happened to Rasmus tonight? We created one chance in the game for him and he scored. After that, fucking nothing. Zero. Niente. Nil point for him. Just overall, another shocking performance. We got the point. The manager goes, this might help him in terms of getting through to the next round. But I am just honestly so frustrated, so angry at the way we set up, the way we try to play. And people can say, oh, I saw someone tweet, oh, the decline of Martinez needs to be studied. No, it doesn't. Hear the stat. 31 times we've conceded 2 or more goals under Ten Hag. 24 times we've conceded 3 or more. It doesn't matter whether Maguire starts, Lissandro starts or he's injured. We sign new defenders. Doesn't matter who we play in the DM role, keeps happening. Wake up. Smell the coffee. I am not stating that we don't need to improve on our players, but this diabolical, rancid, backwards thinking idea that you can just improve the players and this will get better is wrong. The manager's system is the issue. And do you know what I'm more angry at? Is the lack of depth that goes into the analysis. I heard the commentators that these players need a bit more passion. How are they meant to have more passion with that structure, that system, the way they are made to play? It is absolutely horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. I'm going to say well done to Rashford tonight. I thought he played well into it. I think he got injured. Well done to Rasmus Højlund as well. Again, he's an off-the-shoulder striker who needs chances to be created for him. That's what we bought. We don't cater enough for him, fair enough. And well done to Maguire. He did come on, he played well, scored the equaliser. I don't want to take that away from him. But this is another shocking performance. And I know you can focus on individuals and what they should do better, what more they could do. But wake up and smell the mother coffee. Wake up and smell it. Doesn't matter how many transfer windows we have, whether players are fit, out of the team, in or out of position, we're still conceding like this. We're still collapsing in this way. Last season when Lissandro was out, this was happening. He's back, it's happening. This nonsense of we need better than Lissandro. Maybe you're right, but we do not have the right environment to even test that theory in yet. Because the way we play is hideous. And all the top teams, there's things you could pull on Arsenal, things you could pull on Real Madrid at the moment. There's things you could pull on everybody. But no one, in my opinion, there isn't a team in European football, that's the European competitions, Europa Conference, Premier League, and there isn't a team in a top league in Europe that plays as bad a football that we do. We have the worst brand, the worst structure, the worst chemistry and togetherness, and the worst drilled team out there. I agree we need better technical players. I agree we need to improve the squad. I do not denounce that. I do not reject it. But everything that went wrong tonight has been going wrong for months and years. And I am tired.
I am as well. I'm bored of it. Absolutely jarring, honestly.
And do you know what? I spoke about this long and hard today with KJ around. Do I want to win tonight? Do I want to
enjoy
lose
your
tonight?
cup of tea, Adam?
And I do feel like
Floppers will be fine once he gets to payment.
I do believe he can make us consistent. So I kind of don't want to win games. But there's also a part of me that thinks, well, let's maybe win a game or draw a game and not play well. Let's see if Ineos do the right thing and still sack him at the end of this week. that would give us a very positive message potentially about our owners. But I look at Chelsea tonight. Now, look, they conceded 2 goals, didn't play good football, but it's literally their second team. And I look at them and think the improvements on last season because of a new head coach. Consistency with the plan, the structure, the rebuild, but a brand new head coach. And I mean structure at board level. And you've seen those improvements. We need to do the same. This week in European football, I've seen so many teams, Bologna as an example, Lille last night against Real Madrid, even Ghent, just such a better structure and style of football on the pitch compared to big Man United. It is an utter disgraceful abomination, not just to Man United, but to football in general, that we spend what we spend and we perform like that. I want the luxury of being in a position to start tearing some of these players down. But I honestly feel like I can't do that. I honestly feel like doing that now is premature. It's definitely a task for the future. But there is no, listen, we all blamed Casemiro for the defense being open. We took him out, put new people in, still open. Wake up. Super chat here says, I even celebrated Maguire's goal, 7 hogs, stay. Yeah, I bet you did. What makes this performance even worse is Porto was so bad. Well, do you know what's interesting for Porto? Porto actually, as soon as they went 3-2 up, shut up shop and were quite compact and made it very, very hard for us. That is what we should have done at 2-0 and then hit them on the counter. The fact we can't do that at our level is absolutely disgusting. Disgusting.
It's criminal.
Really 10 seconds to do something. Chaos, 10 hard ball. And you know what? You've got it right there. It is chaos. And I was sitting there thinking, right, okay, it's gone to 2-2. That isn't great. But we've already seen we can score against them tonight. Do you know what we did? We turned it into a basketball match. Why? Why? Why do that?
From the director of Toy Story 4.
Newton.
That is a managerial instruction. The mentality and coaching in this team sucks. Know how it was going to be the last 30 seconds that were nearly in. Even when we equalized, there was no urgency to win the game. Just pathetic from the players. I'll be honest with you, that element, I thought we were right not to. Because knowing our luck, we would go all out attack after equalizing and then concede and lose. And look, listen, I'd actually say a bad performance and a draw this weekend might not also be the worst result for us in terms of staying in touching distance and not having competitions thrown away. But overall, the mentality is awful. I agree. Terry, you are an excellent guy and have a great attitude about football. I am sorry you are subjected to this dross. Look, I appreciate that about me personally. I want to see better. And I've got angry before about other clubs and the way they behave and do things, because sometimes I just sit there and think, why? Why is this nonsense going on? And do you know what it is? I'm not even annoyed at Ineos yet. I'm getting there, but I'm not quite there yet. It's more when I see people overly focusing on the players today. I'm like, but we've seen different players under this manager have the same problems. Surely you understand that it's not on them per se. Like Costa tonight, it's his fault those goals went in. Although I thought Rasmus's was just a really powerful shot. However, Man United's issues were more our structure than anything else. Imagine letting like 3 or 4 crosses in the space of 2 or 3, like 5, 6, 7 seconds in between them come into the box. And you don't, awful. It really, really is. I'm going to bring the panel out now to have their say on the show. The only saving grace is we've got the equaliser, because I think this would have been...
Okay, the panel now come in. You like Terry, mate? Big Man United fan too. He is, mate. Yeah, I quite like him. To be honest, I think he's all right. And I've been following him for quite some time now, mate. So, yeah. But yeah, now let's listen to what the ball trolled has to be saying. Eric Ten Hag post-match interview. Here we go. No, that's not it. Here we go.
I think it's mixed feelings, yes. And when you are winning a game, we know, this is a very tough place to go. When you then start so well, the players executed the plan, I would say brilliantly, scored 2 great goals. Then we're switching off, and we don't keep so much.
They weren't really great goals, though, were they? Because it was shit goalkeeping by the Porto goalkeeper. Let's get an embarrassing right here. Absolutely fucking wank.
Possession, as before. Defending, we're switching off. We concede for the first goal, totally unnecessary. And then then you light up the fire in this stadium, in this ambience. And then it's become real tough. We addressed it in a half time, and then you concede the third one. So unnecessary. It's no good defending again. And that has also to do with some willingness in such moment. But then I have to praise the guys, how they return.
Maybe it's because you're management, yeah? Why the players are struggling. Let's get an narrative right here. You need to take responsibility, mate. That's for sure.
In the game, how they fight, how they find a way to get the equalizer. And it's not only about that we find them in the last minute with some stoppage time with the set play, but we had on 4 and some good chances.
Hi, Eric. You mentioned the defense switching off just then.
No. I said defending.
Okay. What can I ask you? How do you explain such basic defensive errors from such?
Fucking heck, let that journalist answer his question. What are we doing here? He's trying to ask you a question and you're talking over him.
Experienced defenders, particularly Mateus de Ligt, Lisandro Martinez, Mazraoui, Dalot. These are not inexperienced young players. These are experienced defenders. So how can you explain the continual mistakes from players, particularly when you said just now that you spoke to them at half time about those mistakes? How does that continue to happen?
I see it a bit differently. Okay. And you can look at the defenders. I look at the team, how we defend as a team. And so we don't defend well in the period, so in the middle part of the game, with the whole team. And we allow them to take control of the game, and it has to do with discipline in your defending habits. And then, of course, this pressure is coming on the defending line. And they have good players as well, I have also to admit. And they scored great goals. But that is, we have to improve in that part. But what's good is we have the spirit.
They were good goals, but it was shit defending by us, honestly. Like, the defending has been absolutely abysmal recently by Manchester United. Let's get the narrative right here. Nowhere near sustainable for Man United Football Club standards. Let's get the narrative right here.
We have the resilience to fight back, and therefore I have to praise the team.
Hi, Eric. It seems like there's a malaise, like a deep-rooted, permanent issue in your team that you just cannot stop happening each time. Is that fair? Because that's what we're all witnessing. You go back last season, the season before. I think it's 1 win in 10 games in Europe now under you. That seems like a deep-rooted problem that you just cannot seem to solve.
I think in the first 5 games of the season, we had 3 clean sheets. So I wouldn't address this in that way. And so we can defend in a good way as a team. We are very capable of. Also, we're in a tough place like Crystal Palace.
Capable of defending? What? The amount of goals we're conceding? Get the fuck out of here. What are we doing here? The end's coming Monday for him, mate. Could well be. Could well.
We can do it very good. Fulham, We did it very good. So this team is capable of doing it, but they have to do it consistent, and they have to do it all consistent. And when 1, 2, 3.
To get your Howden
God. Bloody efforts.
professional, book your free design appointment now.
Is switching off, then it's a problem. And that is what we have to solve. And we just start the season, so we have time to solve this issue, but it has to go quickly. We can't wait so long, and players have
Thanks, Adam.
Their responsibility in such defending moments. No, but Jamie, we have so many games, and players are also physical. They have to be capable, and Ugarte is a good example. We have to integrate them in the team. So from game model and also physical. And when we have to play so many games in such a turnaround, such short turnarounds, yeah, we have to rotate the team. Otherwise, we don't have fresh legs.
So,
hi, Eric. You said to TNT that Marcus Rashford came off as rotation at halftime. He played well. He scored, got an assist. I don't think he's completed 90 minutes in his previous 5 games. I know you said it was rotation, but it seems quite surprising that you take your best player off who put you 2-0 up.
Yeah, but Garnacho was my best player on Sunday by far, and also in many other games. I think in this season, and as I assess it so far, he's bringing us so far the offensive threat by creating chances, assist, also scoring. So yeah, Garnacho also. We have to play him as well.
Make you want to go to sleep now, he talks.
Did Marcus coming off have anything to do with his role with Porto's first goal? Because it seems like he lets the runner get ahead of him.
And gas on, mate. Yeah, I know.
As I say, I have to watch it back, and I think over the left side, definitely he didn't defend well tonight. And Marcus also played a part in this. But as I say, it had to do with Garnacho and nothing against Reggie.
Okay, last 2 from Portuguese media.
Right, that's the end of that. What a load, a banger, a match waffle. Honestly, this manager, oh my goodness, fucking get him out of there. Absolutely get him out of here, man. I had enough. Literally now, it's not funny anymore, man. Honestly, I had enough. It's just, he keeps on waffling and waffling and waffling. It's not good, man. It really isn't. It's like, what are we doing, man? Seriously. Just get him out. End this nightmare now. I've had enough. Had enough, this manager. Just chatting absolute shite. It's just not sustainable, man. It really isn't. But, yeah. Let's have a look. Let's go on to YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio login. Here we go. Okay, that's not right. That's not right. Yeah, let's try that again. No, we don't want that one. Want this one. Thank you. Right, let's see. But big up to everyone who's seen like and locks in this evening. If you are a Manchester United fan, make sure you are hitting the subscribe button. That also helps our YouTube channel out an awful lot. And literally, it helps getting the narrative out there that we want to see improvement in that. So make sure you are sharing and subscribing. Right, here we go. Sunshine FC. Yeah, let's redirect to Sunshine FC. She's a Man United fan. Very good fan, she is. So let's set up a redirect to Sunshine FC. Make sure when you head over to our YouTube channel, you type in Mr. Joshy J Raid. because she's a good YouTuber. She really is. I like Sunshine FC. She talks a lot of sense and that. She's the balls ruled out. She knows what we're doing is nowhere near sustainable. So, yeah, go and show Sunshine FC some love, yeah? Yeah, we'll redirect to her. But anyway, I just want to say big up to every single one of you who's live and locked in this evening. Big up to Hayden Cox. Big up to Gaz Elliott. Big up to Chris. Big up to Michael.ChelseaFC. Big up to Daniel Ike 14. Big up to Adam Partridge. And big up to Sane. As always, pure minerals landed. We are redirecting to Sunshine FC. Go and show her some love, yeah? Make sure you are subscribing to her channel. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.